master's program at FDDI. So we offer MBA, retail and fashion merchandise, and we also offer MDes footwear. Right. So the next question that we have is, okay, fair enough. I need to do a specialization. But now question is, Faizan, the next slide. Why do I need to get into retail? What is so great about retail? Right. Faizan, can you please move to the next slide, please? Yeah. Okay. So why retail? Why do I need to study retail? Now, if you look into the retail, retail is one sector which has shown a drastic growth in the recent years. And over the past few years, you would say we have multifold expanded. So retail is a sector which offers opportunities for everyone. So if you can see the graph, Faizan, I can see the presentation, please. Yeah, the next slide, please. Yeah. Now, if you can look at the slide here, now you can see where are we projecting as a retail sector. So even if you look at 2020, somewhere around there, we are close to around 705 billion US dollars. But can you just have a phenomenal growth rate that you can see around 2030, which is expected that we are going to be somewhere around 1,884 billion US dollars. So basically, we are just growing and expanding in the retail sector, and that is where we have opportunity, we have employment for loads and loads of people. So can you imagine the impact this sector is going to create for you? All right. So can we go further, please, Faizan? Can we go further now? Faizan? All right. So I think Faizan is somewhere stuck, or there would be a technical glitch here. But yes. Let me put it this way. So if you, yeah, Faizan, the next slide, please. Yeah. So my question here is, why then again is that's answered? Why retail? So why can't you say that a normal MBA cannot work in a retail sector? So you would say yes, a normal MBA can also work in a retail sector. But my question is, does he or she specializes in the retail knowledge? Are they equipped with the special skills to understand the consumer? Can they handle the consumer query? Can they strategize their marketing strategies according to the consumer needs and wants? Are they equipped with the product knowledge? Are they equipped with the retail communication tools? And the answer for sure is no. And that is where we come into the picture, where we offer a specialized MBA, which specializes you into retail and fashion merchandise. Now, the one question that everybody would say is, okay, fine, if I'm getting into retail, so what is my job opportunity? What will I work as? Now, majority of you would end up saying, okay, fine, you are going to stay in a store, you're going to make a sale. Yes, that is true, but that is not the only career option that you could have. So we have multifold options for everyone. So whether you are a person who's good with numericals, numbers, analytical skills, you are a person who's creative, you are a person who's from a commerce background, you are a person from a technical know-how, you are a guy who has the technology expertise, we have a career option for all of you. So you have a vast variety of careers that you can pick up after MBA retail, where you can get into buying and merchandising, which is a little more into fashion orientation along with analytical skills. You can get into operations, which is your basically sales store that you're talking about. Visual merchandising, again, is a part of a creative side. And for your understanding, we also have a senior visual merchandiser and alumni who will be coming and speaking to you later, talking about what this industry is all, what this sector is all about. You are a core manager, MBA, solid or okay, fair. We have mall management for you. We have logistics management for you. We have supply chain management for you, right? And apart from that, with the way the retail sector is growing, so we have now crossed the boundaries of moving out of the physical stores, yes, to online, to omni channels. And again, there are new horizons that have opened up in terms of your airport, in terms of your luxury management, in terms of experience design, catalog, vendor relationship, you name it, and we have it. So anything that per se which is being produced in the economy has to be sold. And who sells it better than us? Because we are specialized with retail management skills. All right, thank you. So let's go further here. Faizan, can I please go further? Faizan? Yeah, the next slide, please. So, retail is a very, very exciting career. And the only statement I can make about retail is that the only thing that is constant is change. Now, the consumer is changing, consumer needs are changing, and so are your products changing, and so is the way we sell those products. So, every time it's a very, very beautiful career to be in because you get to work with global brands, you need to work with multinational companies, the promotions are very quick because they're all based on the performance parameters. So there is, yes, you have to follow a hierarchy, but then this hierarchy is not rigid. So if you perform, you get the results as well. So there's an ample amount of opportunities, not only for people who wish to get into a regular kind of a job, but yes, you can also have lots of entrepreneurship, growth aspects that one can see, either through franchising or even starting through their own setups. And that is also a skill set that we develop at MBA Retail here. It's a very, very challenging. So you're always on your toes. It's a good work culture because you're always exposed to the international standards because you're working for international brands and even for Indian brands as well. Right? A very good opportunity for you to get into international placements, international internships. And the best part of retail is that retail offers job for each and every one. So whether any kind of diverse background you're coming from, either when you like to interact with people, we have a job for you. You don't like to interact with people, we have a job for you. You have managerial skills, good, very good. You have creative skills, love that. I have a job for you, right? So from all the horizons that you can think of, retail is one sector which can give you multiple options of your careers. Yeah. Okay, so how have we defined this and how have we designed our curriculum? Fazan, to the next slide, please. Yeah. So what we have done is we have sequentially moved you from your first semester to the second semester, where in the initial first semester, we're talking about all about basics. So apart from giving you the basic management skills that an MBA requires, we're also giving you specialized knowledge. So this knowledge is coming from the retail sector. We are giving you basic knowledge coming from fashion, merchandising, visual merchandising, behavior, consumer behavior, analytical skills, sales and CRM, supply chain, and soft skills. And towards the end of the first semester, we also are putting you with your practical knowledge, where we are giving you field observation projects, and you're also getting industry projects. By the time you move on to your second year, we get you into, again, the depth of management subjects. We bring in your research methodology, advanced research, and then you also add softwares like ERP. Along with this, you also get an opportunity to look into your elective. So you could pick any one elective. You can get into a specialization based on your year and a half stay with us as to which area would you want to get into and progress. So you could have electives such as merchandising. You could get into operations, visual merchandising for people with technology, and that NAC can get into retail technology. For luxury people who wish to interact with customers and the luxury aspects can get into niche retailing. Second year basically entails into your internship, your on-job training for 12 weeks, and also your dissertation program. Fazan, next slide, please. So it's a very beautiful syllabus that we have, which has an amalgamation of all your management, fashion, and retail. So just to give you an understanding, the top recruiters that we have had for FDDI are students at FDDI Pan India. So we've had all international and major players that we've had are from your international markets and also your domestic markets. You name a brand, and that has been our recruiter for our students. Yeah. Please, can you go further? Right. So why per se should you choose retail at FDDI, right? So that is one thing that one would have. Okay, fine. I want to make a career in retail. Good option, very well, done. But why FDDI? So apart from being a government institute, yes, we also are developing and we work very hard on the holistic development of the students. So we make sure there are a lot of activities which our students get into, which basically end up enhancing their personality and their communication skills. So right now, we also publish FDDI magazine, which is a digital magazine. We have a lot of interface activities which we do just to build that team building, just to have that communication skills, all of those aspects that we can develop per se in a student. We have a regular interaction with our industry. Our students are interacting with the industry on a regular basis. And we also believe in experimental learning, where we take students for their visits to malls, to shops, to see around how the retail is happening. The biggest advantage that we have, and already Faizan has mentioned, that our curriculum is prepared with consultation of our industry experts. So we continuously, regularly keep updating our curriculum, which is according to the needs of the consumer. So we're also now talking about artificial intelligence. We're also talking about analytical skills. We're talking about research methodologies, which are basically the new parameters or the paradoxes to which the industry is talking about. Because we've been in industry for almost 20 year plus, so we have a very, very strong alumni, and they are very well placed performing alumni that one can have on. Apart from this, because we want to inculcate the practical learning, we also have learning through internships and various research programs for you. All right. And the next slide that I have for you is some of the industrious alumni that we have had from the retail sector per se. So a lot of people, and these people are not that old, to be very frank, but yes, they are in very top positions and one of the top positions. So in 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, I don't know how long will you take, depends upon how well you jump, you can definitely achieve these targets, and you can definitely achieve these positions. So this was a small introduction to retail that I had for you, and we'll be open to question answers towards the end of this webinar. Over to the footwear design and production department, to Gaganjeet.
Thank you so very much, ma'am. Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gagan, and I'm management faculty in FDDI. So, Fazan, can we move to the next slide? So, before we can, I will give a brief description about the what we usually do in this MDES FDP program. I will just want to, just give a brief glimpse about, about the footwear, Indian footwear, industry. Fazan, move to the next slide, please. Next slide, next slide. Yeah. So basically, footwear is a product which we usually, buys to protect our feet. It is usually made up of, so many different type of materials like, wood, canvas, jute, rubber, plastic, leather. Nowadays, polymers plays an important role. With the changing fashion and aesthetic trends, usually people starts preferring buying footwears which are advanced technically fabricated, which provides them a lot of comfort with wide variety of quality and styles. Usually, footwear is not merely a product which protects your feet from the external environment. Now it becomes a fashion product. A lot of technology, a lot of research is involved nowadays. A lot of brainstorming is done, a lot of research and development is going on in every different aspects. Like, a lot of research is going on technological fronts, on materials, on adhesives, on stitching, on different styles and colors, different materials which we are going to use. So nowadays, footwear basically is not a product only. It becomes a fashion product. Faizan, can you please move to the next slide? Yeah. So talking about the Indian footwear market, as of now, the potential of this market is something around $13.49 billion, which we expect to get doubled in next 5 years to something around $27 billion, with an annual growth rate of 12.83%. So there's a huge potential. Although we are from the past 5 4 5 years, we are constantly expanding at the rate of something around 10 to 12 percent. But we have this Indian market has still have a capacity to maintain this growth rate of something around 12 years for next 4 5 years. So talking about the key Indian footwear manufacturer players, so we have some big brands like Bata, Metro, Liberty, Mochi, Relaxo. We have some domestic key players like Catwalk, Paragon. We have Action. We have Khadim Sol, all these brands, apart from the international brands, which are again contributing to this growth story, Indian footwear industry growth story. As far as the regional analysis is concerned, the northern India is contributing the most, followed by the southern India. And as far as the product segments and the types of footwears are concerned, the casual footwears and the mass footwears, basic footwears basically is a major contributor. But the game is going to change very soon. So after few years, the sports footwears, athletic footwears starts playing a dominant role in the Indian footwear industry. So as of now, the per capita consumption of footwear is something around 2 to 4 pairs, which is going to be doubled in next 5 to 8 years, which is something around 6 to 7 pairs, including footwears for different occasions, for different purposes. Um, Faizan, can you move to the next slide? So talking about the driving factors which due to which we are maintaining this growth rate. The first and the most important one is urbanization, rapid urbanization. Industrialization is a major factor. Per highest per capita income, specifically in the northern part of the India. This is the reason why we are there, that section is contributing, that particular region is contributing so much. Increased globalization, creation of various free trade agreements, reduction in duties, reduction in tariffs leads to rapid globalization. Then growing presence of e-commerce platforms in India, specifically due to the cheaper internet access, low cost smart mobile phones, availability of low cost smartphones, and then the people are becoming very much informative. People becomes very much aware. They know that a single footwear cannot serve their entire purpose for all their purposes. And then this is the reason why usually people start demanding different types of footwear for different occasions. So these are the various driving factors which pushes this Indian footwear market. Faizan, can you move to the next slide? Yeah, talking about the government, government is always very supportive to the Indian footwear market, as this market is one of the few very few sectors which are net exporters for the government of India. So as of now, the government is allowing 100% foreign direct investment in this sector. Simultaneously, the government is also de-licensing and de-reserving this sector so as to make the operations of this particular sector more friendly. The government also announced various packages, including worth rupees 2600 crores for the footwear and the leather industry. Apart from that, there are various initiatives by government of India, like Make in India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and Startup India, which also helps in the expansion and the growth of this particular sector. Faizan, please, next slide. Okay, thank you. So coming to the job prospects and the career options, as a student of this footwear design technology, you don't have options only in fashion as well as in leather technology. You have ample amount of scope in different fields. Like you can go into research and development, you can go into designing, you can go into forecasting, you can go into trend analysis, you can go into manufacturing, you can go into operations management, you can go into productivity, you can go into sales, supply chain management, you can go into marketing, even you can go into footwear retailing, retail space optimizations, you can go into quality control, you can go into quality testing. Then we have a lot of scope in say for example e-commerce platforms. We have a lot of you people have a lot of scopes in the managing the activities. You can even go into analytics. You can the most important nowadays is you can go into the testings. So the people who are having a different and diverse backgrounds, like say for example, if a student is coming into a student from a medical background, say for example, coming into this footwear field, and they said so what options I have. So you can utilize your graduation experience, you can utilize your graduation exposure. Like a student of a medical background can get into the orthopedic footwear markets, where you can design the different footwears for different people, depends upon their body requirements. You can get into prosthetic footwears, where you can manufacture a footwear for some people with disabilities. You can create a footwear based on the different body requirements of the people, footwear requirements of the people. Even nowadays there are so many companies who are designing footwear specifically for the flat foot peoples facing a problem of flat foot. There is a lot of customization is coming on. Previously footwear was considered as a mass production industry, but now a lot of customization, a lot of creativity is coming into this particular sector. Say next one is, say for example, if you are from a chemical background, if you're from a technical background, if you're from a mechanical background, you have options in materials, you have options in machineries, you have options in career options in adhesives. Companies specifically like Pidilite, they prefer a students who have a graduation in something like chemicals, so who have a good knowledge of polymers. So companies like Relaxo, they start preferring, because they are manufacturing sports footwears. So they want people who have a background of those polymers and chemicals. Then Faizan, can you move to the next slide, please? So talking about the students who are from the, say for example, a commerce background, from the BBA background, from the BA backgrounds. You don't need to be only get into this technical aspects. We have various job opportunities as a footwear buyer and merchandiser. You can go into analysis. You can go into the this trend analysis. You become basically marketing managers. You become you can get into this footwear retailing, supply chain management. E-commerce again is an industry, so you have a lot of options with you. Then anyone who is having some entrepreneurial skills, who is having some but you can say that enterprising abilities and skills, you can start your own ventures into production. You can you can have your own ventures in trading houses, buying houses. Even nowadays, consultation becomes a very big industry. Students who are good in on a technical front, they can consult startups. They can guide them on various aspects, like what documents you need to arrange in order to start your own venture, how you will get finances, how you will get government subsidies and government projects. Then a pupil, as far as their entrepreneurial and startups are concerned, they can get into various nowadays international businesses. A lot of documentation is required, so people can guide you in that way. So a lot of consultation is there. Then freelancing again is a very big industry for a people who want to see themselves in a designing field. You can, apart from working as a designer for a specific brand, you can work as a freelancer, and you can meet the requirements of the various big organizations, and you can earn handsomely. Now moving to why MDes footwear design and production. Faizan, can you please move to the next slide, please? Yeah. Next slide. Yes. So why this MDes footwear design and production from FDDI? Now, as you all know that the FDDI is stands for Footwear Design and Development Institution. So this is only and very few institutions in the entire on this entire earth which gives you a specialized footwear designing and technical knowledge on footwear. So this program, this masters of design in footwear designing and production, the aim of this program is to create an high-end techno management professionals who can understand the dynamics of the business environment, who can understand the business ethics, who can understand the corporate governance of the industry. And then they must have a capacity to meet the ever growing demand of the leather and the non leather sector, including nowadays footwear retailing. Now we in this MDES program offers you two types of knowledges. So first one is on a technical front, and then second one is on a managerial front. So as far as this technical knowledge is concerned, we will equip you people with uh, educate you people on materials, technology, various designing, various sequence of operations, various testings, various costings. And as far as on different aspects, like on different styles, on leather as well as on non-leathers, we will give you various projects where you can use your imaginations, where you can use your thoughts, your creativities, and design some innovative products. I will later on share some examples with you on how our students create certain innovative products. And then on a management part, we will impart knowledge on product costing, which is a backbone of this industry. Then testing again is a very important aspect, because you need certain certifications, approvals, and FDDI is having international testing center from where you will get those tests done in order to bid for the government projects, to sell your products, make yourself eligible to sell your products in European Union countries. Then apart from this costing and testing, quality control will teach you various benchmarks, various standards of regarding quality controls. Marketing and merchandising, marketing and research again is a very important subjects which will teach you to improve your decision making skills, analytical skills. Then product merchandising, uh, then international business, entrepreneurship basically is as a subject. So all these subjects which makes you a complete techno management professional, which can serve the requirements of the industry. Apart from that, in order to make you practically oriented, we will give an exposure of industrial training and projects, so that you can know how the industry works, how to work in a real time environment. So that's it we have in this in this MDes footwear design and production department. It's a complete program in itself, wherein the people from different and diverse backgrounds can you can say that have a scope for themselves in different fields, irrespective of your graduation backgrounds. Then we have some examples. Faizan, can we move to the next slide? So here we have some examples of some in outstanding innovations and some outstanding products which our students made. Like this is one project in which a product in which our student creates a product wherein the product changes its color when they are exposed to the sunlight. So on the left hand side you have a product which is in white in color. When that same footwear is exposed to the sunlight, it changes its colors. Now this is not merely a designing or creating a footwear, a lot of technical knowledge. So the students who are good in materials, who are good in chemicals, who are having a prior knowledge of materials, or having a prior knowledge of leather, or maybe the adhesives. So they should know which color reacts with sun rays, which, if certain chemical reacts with the sun rays, then it converts into which color, which material we should use so as to bring more brightness on this color. So which type of adhesives we are going to use. So footwear, developing a footwear, creating a footwear is not merely just going on a sewing machine and just doing stitching, cutting and stitching, and that's it. It requires a lot of technical knowledge, and it's a very growing industry, specifically technical footwears. We have so many innovations going on. Like you all have get to know about this Neiman as a company. So this is a classical example of what the industry is doing. They are using recycling plastic materials for developing the uppers, for the soles and all. So a lot of research and development, a lot of technological advancements are going on in the footwear sector. Next slide, please, Fazan, please. Next slide. So moving to the next slide. So this is again a very a brilliant example of the innovation and the creativity. So our students create a prototype wherein the students can change the or a person can change the upper of their footwear according to their style, according to their mood, according to their occasion. So so they give them an option of interchangeable uppers. So there is no need to buy 4 7 different styles of footwear. So different attachments are given to the student by the companies in this prototype, wherein you can change those uppers according to the occasion. Apart from that, the one of the very unique inventions done by them is you can change the height of your products of the heels. So according to your comfort, according to the occasion, you can increase or decrease the height of the products. And these kinds of projects and these kinds of exposures are given to you all if you get into this footwear, this master's footwear designing program. So that's it from my side, Faizan. Over to you. Any queries? I will take these queries at the end of the session.
All the queries we will handle afterwards, after this session, end of this session. Making the comparison of this normal MBA, we can say, to our FTDI's MBA is totally a different one in experience. So in the meanwhile, I will also introduce our chief guest, Miss Anima, Visual Merchandising Manager, Pan India, Mango and BB. Hi, a very warm welcome to you.
Hello everyone. Yeah, so hello everyone. Good evening. I hope everybody is doing well. Fazan, am I audible to everybody?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, guys, first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Anima, and currently I'm handling visual merchandising pan India for Mango and BB. Before this, I was working with Shopper Stop. So, total, I have 12 years of rich experience in visual merchandising. And prior to this organization, I was handling visual merchandising North India for the Shopper Stop Limited. And prior to that, I worked with Lifestyle International as well as a visual merchandiser. I have completed my studies from FDDI only, and I am the one of the alumni from this institute. So, if I talk about retail, so retail is very instrumental these times, very with lot of technology and lot of innovations are going on retail is very much growing sector in the India. I can say there are a lot of international brands which are coming to the India, and they wanted to invest. I mean, I myself working with the a lot of international brands, and I know how every time and every month they are coming, and they wanted to invest lot of money in this retail. So yes, if we talk about the masters, so first of all in everybody's mind, uh, we only think about the MBA. Okay, so let's do MBA. What we do after graduation? So we have few options only, like let's go for the MBA. So this was our traditional thought. So now we have but we have lot of industry, lot of more field where we can explore ourselves. And one of the most growing field which I know is retail. So in if you guys are going for the MBA in retail, so that is one of the specialized course, and it is one of the best, I can say, in the industry, being in the industry. So every year team, or whosoever is listening me, so I'm we are making the bridge between the industry and the colleges also. So we are going for placements, and we are continuously talking to the few institutes also. And while talking to all those institute, I come across that this is one of the best program what FDDI has launched, and it is very essential and efficient for the students who are aspiring for any master's program. So if I talk about retail, so in retail, I mean, if you go for FDDI, so in FDDI, like I have seen the courses what FDDI is offering currently. So they are offering lot of insight about the retail, and not only the managerial skills, but you are going to get lot of technical skills and lot of fields which you are going to explore within the retail sector, like VM and many more fields. So Faizan, can we go to the next slide so I can talk a lot about. Yeah. So, team, you can see this slide. This is more about the visual merchandising and styling, window designing. Lot of things are there. But if I talk about this particular slide, so this why I have put in this slide in my presentation, because in a retail, if you are working in retail, so you have eye to detail. Eye to detail means you are, if you are working as a manager on the floor, you are interacting with the customers, at the same time you are interacting with the different departments. So suppose if I am a visual merchandiser, so my primarily job is to set the store and to make the store beautiful, and to ensure that whosoever customers are coming to the store, they are getting the best experience in terms of look and feel, or in terms of shopping experience. So you can see the first picture. This was actually designed and made one of the mannequin one for the sports concept. So this was the innovation done by me and my team. You can see a lot of pictures I have put in the mannequin styling. So there are a lot of material details is given already. When you come to the college, you will understand how these stores are getting ready, and how many there are a lot of efforts people are taking to make the store ready. And apart from visual merchandising, I mean, to make such events, you need to connect with the marketing department, you need to connect with the buying and merchandising department, that what they are going to buy, and when we are going to get the that stock. And according to that stock, and according to that buying, as a visual merchandising, we need to build the story around that buying, or that collection. and accordingly we'll put all the collection together in the store in terms of window, in terms of cluster, in terms of mannequin styling or whatever. You can see there is a picture with the Durga face. This is the window, and this was done for one of the home store, and at the time of Dashera. So this entire Durga face is made up of steel utensils, so plates and bowls, spoons. So these are the materials we have used. So you can understand that how much technical knowledge you are going to get when you enter in retail. Apart from this, like Fazan, can we go to the next slide? Yeah. So these are the few installation which are done, for my companies, and for that we got awarded from BMRD. Next slide, Fazan. Yeah. So here in this slide, I would like to talk about uh, that you can see the picture retail, how retail is, and how the MBA retail is so much specialized, and you are going to get lot of lot of branches or lot of departments you are going to get into. So you will get to know about the you know buying and merchandising, and your visual merchandising, customer service, then your operations. So you have lot of field to explore when you come to these courses, where if you go for the normal traditional MBA, you will get only to know about the finance or marketing or HR. But if you want to really get, if you are looking for your career into retail, and retail is really growing, and there are a lot of abundance of opportunities in retail. So if you want to get into retail, so for that you should have the eye to detail, and you should have that technical knowledge, which is, I mean, that in traditional MBA you are not able to get those additional information, right? So yeah. So this is one thing I would like to tell. Apart from this, when I was uh, I was working in my organization, and there were a lot of people, lot of colleagues working with me. So few were from traditional, they were MBA, and I have done special course. So I get benefited for because of this special course, because I have that special skill and special ability, special eye to detail, to get into things. And because of that, I feel people grow really fast in their career. So if a person like me, or any of the person, I mean any of the top management who is looking for to get the talent from colleges, or to like the business, the management trainee, or anybody. So if I am from the retail, so definitely I would like to take a student from retail background only, not from the traditional background, because they know our businesses. So knowing the business is very very important. So if I take a student who is specialized in retail sector, so that person is knowing about my business, that person is knowing my customer, that who all are customer, what is our product, and how we are going to handle that product, and lot many things. You will get lot of technical knowledge, like e-commerce. You can go to the e-commerce as well. When if you think about retail, so retail is not now limited to the bricks and mortars. It is gone to the e-commerce, especially after COVID. There are a lot of companies who were only into bricks and mortars, but now they are very aggressively, they are expanding their reach on the e-commerce platform. So in e-commerce platform also you will get lot of opportunities in terms of career. Like if one thing, if I talk about visual merchandising, so if somebody is looking to be a visual merchandiser, on, for any e-commerce retail, so that person can go for, site merchandiser as well. How, uh, when you go to the FDDI, in FDDI I believe it teaches you a lot of technical aspects as well, lot of, technical softwares, the design softwares, and because of that design software, so you can develop that skill and you can go to the, site merchandising career, and you can develop lot of creatives and banners for their online websites. So online and e-commerce opportunities also available. If you guys or any aspire, anybody who is aspiring to go to the retail field. Apart from this, like we have few examples who are, specialized in this retail HR. So if I talk about HR, so like if somebody is from retail background, retail HR, if that person is knowing our business and knowing our customer, so definitely it is going to help for our business, because that person know what kind of talent we are looking for. So for talent acquisition also, this is very much required. So yeah, there are a lot of opportunity. You can see there's I have put in a fashion show picture as well. Some of you might be thinking that why I have taken this fashion show image in between. So yes, this image I have taken because you can explore your buying and merchandising field as well. So if you go for masters in retail, if you are doing any specialization in retail, MBA in retail, so you can explore this buying and merchandising field as well, where you will get the opportunity to buy for your company, and to distribute it into your stores, and you will go for, road show and fashion show, your showroom. So when I talk about the international brands, so every season they have this showroom concept. So if I'm working for, Mango, and Mango is organizing every season, they are organizing showroom in Spain, and the buying team is going there, they are seeing all the collection and they are buying as per their market. So if somebody who doesn't have that technical knowledge about our customer or about the India market, how that person will, buy for our customers. So that is why the specialization is very, very important. Fizan, can I have next slide, please? Yeah, so this is one slide I have put in about FDDI, that so this is basically a kind of tree, guys, you can see. So currently the industry's demand is, specialization, technology, innovation. These are the requirements which we are looking for. And I'm continuously in touch with my college, FDDI. Whatever updates are there in the industry and whatever requirement like we need, I always keep talking with the faculty and the members from FDDI to, inculcate into the syllabus, and very religiously they are doing it. So I believe whatever is the requirement currently for the industry, the same thing FDDI is providing us. So you can see, uh, if you are going for this particular course, so you will get to know about lot of departments like visual merchandising, store design, and merchandising. So visual merchandising, I'm sure you guys must be knowing that how, the store, if you are going for any shopping, so the moment you are entering into mall, so whatever you are seeing from the window to end touch point, end customer touch point, it means the point of sale, the cash counter. Till now you can, visual merchandising are putting their efforts. Also operations team is working, salespersons are there, the customer care, associates are there on the floor. you can see the merchandise. So we just see the merchandise, what all merchandise are there, but there are a lot of hard work, there are a lot of efforts putting behind it, that what merchandise is going to put where, what merchandising we are going to buy. So there the buying and merchandising team comes, and the planning teams comes. According to the market, we send products. So if I so yeah, so customer, knowing your customer is very very important, guys. So if a customer who is sitting into Varanasi and a customer who is sitting into Bombay, both the customers are very very different. So if you don't know the customer demographic, and if you don't know the market, retailing, so you won't able to do well in your business. So this is very very important. Another thing, like supply chain management, how the supply chain management works, how the communication, effective communication works. So if you see a banner on the road, or if you see any advertising coming in the TV, so these all are the commercial communication which is planned by these retailers, you know. And another thing, like I already spoke about the retail operations and the IT management. So retail operations is more of like interacting with customers, to providing the services, and to get into decision making, into planning, in management. These all roles are taken up by the operations team. Apart from this IT management, I already spoke that you can explore. I mean, we taught a lot. I mean, the college taught a lot about your software skills. They are going to teach you on the design softwares and other technical aspects as well. E-commerce and category management and HR, that we already taken up. So yeah, this is all about from my end. If you have any query or any question, you guys can put into chat box, or you can email it to college. I would like to take up those questions.
Okay, Anima, I'm going to very curious about this question. As like
Yeah.
I'm an MBA in marketing and international business, can I apply for this sector for the retail, specifically for the buying position?
Sorry, you have done.
It's like I'm an MBA in the marketing and international business, so
Yeah.
I'm really keen to like apply for the buyer position in the retail sector. Can I do so?
No, you can't, because you
Okay,
don't have that technical eye. You don't know our customers, you don't know our business, like what kind of product we required. So there are a lot of research behind it, there are a lot of mathematics behind it, like what buying we are going to do. So a lot of the seasons, the fashion, the color palette. So these all things you are not aware of, so
very
it is very
technical, we can
difficult
say.
to, yeah, very difficult
Right,
to
right,
get into
right.
this
So it
profile.
means right. So it means a normal MBA, if I'm doing like for the sales, we can say we can handle it. But for those particular candidates, those who have already completed pursuing, maybe they cannot apply for this particular sector, or maybe the fashion industry, we can say.
See, they anybody can apply. Applying is not an issue. Okay, they can
Selection
apply, of
would
course.
matter.
Yeah,
Selection would matter.
selection. Yeah,
Definitely.
because nowadays there are a lot of competition. Okay, so if I am getting right person for my business, why would I go for any traditional MBA
Anyone.
person?
Right.
If I am getting a technical person, then definitely I would go for the other candidate who is having the that technical skills, and
Definitely.
that, yeah.
Okay, so it means from this session, it's very clear that those who are applying for masters in MBA, we can say they are applying for, they are having the other sectors as well in the fashion industry. Specifically, I'm talking about the retail
Yes.
sector, right? And also, why we have included our footwear, because from this year we are going to take the undergraduate program from any discipline. They can apply in the masters in the footwear designing and production.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Right, 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 right. So I will request to everyone, the candidates or those who have joined, if they have any query, they can please ask to our very industry experts, we can say, and also the faculties over here. Anyone, please?
Oh, hello. Hi.
Yeah, you
Uh,
go.
Yeah, yeah, Nupur, hi.
Hello. Actually, I wanted to ask,
Yes, Nupur.
am I audible?
Yes, Nupur, you are
Yeah, you
audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so while we were discussing MBA in retail in the eighth slide, when Astha ma'am said that if you are from commerce background or you are good with numbers, then the MBA is really great choice for you. But on the other hand, I am coming from humanities background. Like I did my bachelor's in history, and now I'm thinking of switching in some other domain. So in that scenario, is this MBA in retail is right option for me, or I'm gonna be scared with the
Okay.
numbers?
Okay, Nupur.
Okay.
So,
Anima, you want to
yeah,
go ahead with this?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah, so Nupur, so first of all, I would like to mention that I myself coming from humanity background, okay, so arts background, and yes, it is perfect, course for you. You can go ahead and you can explore the retail very much.
Okay, I would just like to add here. What I wanted to make sure was that in case you're good with numbers, we have something for you. In case you're not good with numbers, also we have something for you. So that is what I wanted to put across to you. That retail is something which is for everyone. So we have different profiles that one can have depending upon what is your caliber like, Nupur. Where is it that you're interested in, and you need not be scared of numbers. That's what I'm saying, right?
Okay, okay,
All right,
okay. Thank you so much.
pleasure.
Yeah,
anyone else, please?
yeah.
Faizan, I
Anybody
think we
can
have two or
ask
three
if you have
questions in
any.
the chat box. Yeah.
One of the students has asked about the packages, minimum packages for this industries, MBA and retail sector.
Okay. So, guys, it is, very, I can say it is very subjective question what you are asking. So it is depend on, your interview. Uh, but yeah, if you talk about the average package, it goes up to, between, 40 to 50 thousand in hand per month.
In hand means after the all the deductions.
Yeah, all the
Right, right,
deductions. Yeah.
right. So it means we can say by average, or maybe the starting would be like 7 lakh, around 7 to beyond.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, great, great. One of the students has asked how to apply for this. You need to please mail us on admission@FDDI, and we will definitely provide the link to register yourself. Any other question specific to retail industries? Because our chief guest is here, so you are having the opportunity to ask directly, because all the queries related to admissions, and also I will discuss this later, will address you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Sadik wants to ask something. He's been raising his hand again. Sadik?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah, Sadiq, please.
Shadana, that's an interesting question. After year 12th, you'll have to do either you have to come to us again for your undergraduate, or if you really want to come for a master's, you will have to do your graduation and come back to us. But yes, we also have undergraduate programs and in retail and also in footwear specifically. So, not to worry. We have BBA retail and fashion merchandising as well.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Is it audible, ma'am?
Yes,
Yeah, you're right.
Anamika, please go ahead.
Can you
Okay.
explain the?
Ma'am,
Oh yeah.
actually, yeah, yeah, sir. You can continue.
Sadik, you hold for a minute. Somebody was asking
Yes,
a question.
Anamika, go
Hello.
ahead, please.
Okay, ma'am, actually my question is not for the MBA retail and fashion merchandise. मुझे मास्टर्स इन डिज़ाइनिंग के रिगार्डिंग एक क्वेश्चन था लाइक आई एम डूइंग बीए एंड आई
Okay.
डोंट हैव मच डिज़ाइनिंग नॉलेज बट कैन आई
Okay.
स्टिल डू द मास्टर्स इन डिज़ाइनिंग.
Yeah, I guess I mean this particular course is open for everybody, right, Ashta ma'am?
Yes, ma'am,
Ma'am,
yes,
I would like,
of
yeah,
course.
100% the 9 is right.
yeah, Anamika. Since as you tell that you are not, you are from a humanities background, you are from a a BA background. So as I just explained, there are so many fields. Not necessarily in after completing this BTS program, you will go into the designing only. You have options in retailing, you have options in international business, you have options in marketing and sales, you have options in merchandising. So there are a lot many options depending upon your interest areas, depending upon your strengths and weaknesses. You can apply. You have various options.
I think there's a
Okay,
very
thank you
interesting
so much,
question,
sir.
Anamika, that has come for you. Anima, sorry. There's a very interesting question in the chat box for you, Anima.
Okay. Can somebody read for me? I'm not able to
Yeah.
access the
Question
chat
is, will
box.
he place me as a store VM or a cluster VM? As I've already worked as a store VM, and the package was around 4 to 5 lakh rupees. So
Okay. Yes, so definitely, if you have experience already on the store VM level, so of course you can go ahead for the cluster VM. But again, it will depend on your, interview and your skills, your technical things. So minimum, from store VM to cluster VM, minimum, 2 years of experience is required. So 2 to 3 years of experience person can go ahead for the next level assessment or interview or that ways.
So, Anima, is it right to say that visual merchandising is a first step in this retail sector?
See, not only as a visual merchandising. So, as I have mentioned, there are a lot of departments in retail where you can step in as a fresher or as a to start your career. So it depends. It's completely depends on your interest. And the best part of FDDI, what I can mention, that FDDI taught a lot about every department,
Right.
and it gives opportunity in your first semester to decide that where you want to go. So that guidance and that path is very clear, that in very first semester you will get to know that which area of retail you want to explore. So for example, for me, in very first semester, I was very sure that I'm going to explore visual merchandising only, and that is why I've done all my internships in visual merchandising field only. Until now I'm successfully growing in my career as a visual merchandising only. So interest is very very important, where you want to go, whether you want to go into customer service or operations or in visual merchandising or in designing, like as a buying and buyer or merchandiser or as a planner or as a e-commerce. So the best part is this, that you guys are providing a lot of paths. So
So many
wherever the
verticals they
students
can go.
wants to go, where, yeah, a lot of verticals, so they can go there. Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
I would just
Okay.
like to add here that in the MBA program, there are electives towards the end year. So the student can actually choose the area of interest and then can develop on that specialized skills that they are
Oh.
looking for. So you could get into visual merchandising as one said. You could get into merchandising into one category. You could get into, or you could just transcend to e-commerce. So again, depending upon what is your interest level, what emphasizes you, and where do you see yourself, you can pick up those electives accordingly, and that is how you get into that specialization area.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Right. So, in the nutshell, we can say those who are getting more interested to do something a very creative one, maybe they are having the instinct for the creativity, so they can pursue the other program as well. That is a retail one. not going to the we
Yes,
can say
yes,
normal language the bhid chaal जिसमें जा रहा है जैसे MBA program they want to pursue in the only in the retail sales and marketing. Everybody is doing so. What
yeah,
exactly you are doing? What different you are doing? And that depends on your interest. Maybe you are into the very creative field. You want to do something
absolutely.
in a very in the creative sector. So definitely you can go in these retail and fashion merchandising. You can pursue the master's program
And
as well.
Faizan, the best part of retail is it's very creative. It's
Right,
not
right.
creative only for the visual merchandiser, but for the operations team also, for the
Sure.
other departments as well. Because every day you get, a lot of new challenges on floor. You are meeting with a lot of new people, new customers on floor. You are getting a lot of experience. So it's all about experience, and as I have mentioned, it is very instrumental and very creative field. And I believe, I mean, if somebody wants to do something different in their career, something creative, so I think they should explore retail. Yeah.
Right, right, right. Okay. Does anybody have any other question, please? No one? Okay, so then we can proceed further for the admission, a very small part of
Yeah,
the admission.
yeah, yeah.
Before that, I would like
So
to thank you, Anima, to have you over here in our live session and giving your
thank
valuable,
you so much.
valuable feedback for us, for these students as well. Right.
Thank you so much, Faizan. And
Thank you.
I would like to really help to those students who have further queries. So if you get any query related to my department, to retail department, if you want to revert them back, please get back to me. I'll give you the answers.
Okay,
Okay.
that would be really great help. Yes. Ji.
Thank you so
Okay,
much,
thank you so
everyone.
much.
Thank you
Thank you.
once again. Bye bye. Have a good
Yep.
day.
Thank you. So I will take these questions who are asking about the how to apply for these programs for MBA program as well in the footwear one. So if you are already given the examination of MAT, I'm talking about specifically for the MAT, they are exempted for the AIST entrance examination, which we with FDDI used to conduct it, right? And the for the footwear category as well, those who have given the UC maybe their graduation in any other national level examination, they can directly apply on these program as well. But we suggest at FDDI there is we can say a weightage. So weightage can be given to the entrance examination as well. So we recommend to give the entrance examination of FDDI, and also you may be exempted for the examination. We will prepare the merit accordingly, right? So we'll brief you the admission process. Then online you have to fill the form, registration form that we compare in these entrance examination in the normal this one. For this particular thing, you need to upload your scorecard, and we will provide the rank for the merit basis, and the allotment will be done in the counseling for the program and the campus as well. We are having the 12 campuses, but in the master's category we are having in these 6 campuses, that is a retail and fashion merchandising, we are having in Noida, Chandigarh, Patna, Hyderabad, and Chennai. And the masters in footwear designing and production, we are having Noida and Chennai. So according to your preferences of the location wise, you can select the particular location. This is the glimpse of life of FDDI. What exactly our students used to do in the very common life, common day-to-day life, cultural activities. There are lots of things to do at FDDI, not only Noida campus, but each and every campus of FDDI. As we are talking about, we are having Noida for Southern Chennai, Kolkata, Rohtak, Chhindwara, Jodhpur, Guna, Ankleshwar, Patna, Hyderabad, and Chandigarh. Discussing about the recruiters, we have a lot more recruiters at FDDI. You name the company, at that company comes at FDDI to uh, give the placement offers to those students, not only in the field of retail, but we are also having the fashion design as well. We can say a very creative one, leather goods accessories design. So these all are the companies at FDDI who placed our students. Like for example, H&M, Crocs, Louis Vuitton, Tommy Hilfiger, Zara, CK, and these are the like retail industry-based sectors. So, any question, any further question about admission process in this thing they want to ask for?
Sir, on the admission slide, it was written that the CAT score or the national level
Need to
score.
upload it, right?
Yeah, so like I did apply in FDDI and it wasn't
Hmm.
needed at that time, but
Right.
I did give CAT this year, and
Okay.
like my CAT score wasn't that good. So in that case, what is a person supposed to do? Like, do they need to give that CMAT or something else, or they can just give FDDI entrance exam?
See, I will not talk about the only particular GAT one. If maybe you have given the, maybe you are having the other score as well. If it is valid, if it is come under the validity period, so definitely you can apply it through that particular thing. For example, CAT one you're talking about.
No, but what if what's the score? What's the eligible score for
See,
CAT?
we do not provide any ranking. We provide a merit basis. So whatever the rank you will get, so definitely we will provide a merit list on the particular day, and we will allot you the campus and the
Okay.
program as well. Right?
And like so as you are saying that CAT score is only eligible with the merit thing.
Not
So
only right. Hmm.
so apart from that, the person has to give the FDDI entrance exam too.
We will give the weightage to whosoever is giving the entrance examination. So we will definitely give the weightage. But yes, you are eligible, you are exempted. If you do not want to give the entrance examination, so definitely you can apply it through your CAT score.
Okay. Thank
Right?
you.
G.
So, Faizan, sorry to interrupt you. There is a
G.
question from Karthik, I think, from a Karthik in a chat box
Okay.
regarding the difference between the master's in footwear designing and a certificate program in footwear designing. So, I
Okay.
would like to address this question. Karthik, this certificate program basically is for the operators level, for the operators level, wherein we just train you on certain technical aspects, how to make a footwear. So it is just for an operator level, on the persons who are working on a shop floor. But as far as this masters in footwear designing is concerned, it is more of a managerial, we are creating a person who are going to work at a managerial positions, at a higher positions, including specializations. So if you are getting into a certificate program, you just get to know about how to create a footwear, how to manufacture a footwear, technicalities about footwears. But if you are getting into a MTES program in FDP, in footwear designing and production, we will, apart from teaching you about how to create a footwear, we will give you specializations into international business, into retailing, into leather footwear, into non-leather footwears. And then you have a lot of scopes to get into placed into different companies at different positions. So in a nutshell, it's a short-term program for few months, operator training programs, which is highly technical in nature for a shop floor level workers, people. And MDES, FDP is a program for managerial positions, offering various subjects with different specializations. I hope I answer your question, Karthik.
Okay. I've also pasted the link for the registration. Those who want to apply for these programs, masters in retail and also in the footwear, they can apply through this link. And also, we will share the particular link who wants to upload their certificate or maybe the scorecard for the national level entrances scorecard. They can apply it through that link. So you need to mail us on FDDI admission@fddI.com. So definitely we will provide the link for that. So I hope everyone got their answers, whatever the we can say a confusion about the retail sector in the normal MBA, we can say, has been, I think, sorted out among these students. So shall we close this session? Okay, great. Great. So thank you so much, sir, Gaganji sir and Astha ma'am, to join
Thank
us.
you. Thank you so much for listening to us.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much for all the candidates, all the people who have joined us from the different locations. A very, we can say, thankful to you, because you will definitely get these opportunity if you join FDDI. Right. Okay. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. And we hope that very soon we will going to see you during the counseling process. Right. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. See you.